Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season and a blazing start to the new season. We look at the updated power rankings. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And with Utah right now, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Hill. Ash is out there with Joe Dumars. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Lucas in at the power forward. And for the Jazz, we've got Paolo Banchero. Tracy McGrady is out there with Rose. Then there's Wallace, and it's Drummond in at the center filling out the middle. And he's good on the second. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That's his first foul. So it's the Grizzlies now. 4-point game.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Now here's Lucas. Olajuwon with a screen on Banchero. And that one, good.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Olajuwon against Drummond. And it's Banchero missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hill. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Now here's Lucas after Gerald Wallace's miss. 4 on the shot clock. Dumars misses.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Here's Rose. Olajuwon with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Dumars outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Banchero outside. McGrady outside. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
So they take the lead. Dumars got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Grizzlies. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get on your feet. Make the noise for the Utah Jazz. Franklin dance crew.
This break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. In third, the Jazz.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
And it's Rose with the ball for Utah. Trailing by 2. Banchero up top. Lets a floater go, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And, guys, that strength will serve Bancaro really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Bancaro has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. Driving in. And stolen by Lucas. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Line for the Grizzlies, Joe Dumars at the line for one.
And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
The Jazz with another miss. Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Line for the Grizzlies, Joe Dumars, 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Here's Nash after the basket by Utah. Deep 2 from Hill. Second chance shot, and Olajuwon finishes inside.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Rose to the paint. Here's Wallace. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Lucas is screen on Wallace. Here's Hill. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. With some art, and it's denied. Outside Dumars. Pass to Lucas. Floats it up for Hill. It's tipped. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Utah. Trailing by 2. And Will Hardy is called timeout. wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you forward your best move. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
Teams changing it up here.
What territory? Substitution on the court.
Grizzlies on defense. Nice D from Dumars.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Nash, the pass to Olajuwon. Count it, good. Olajuwon's got his second basket.
Man, that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And Thompson kicks to Drummond. Here's Ben Carroll. Oh, that's blocked. Middleton against Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Grizzly lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Olajuwon kicks it over to Nash. Shot clock at 6. Screened by Lucas. No good from outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Carroll finds Rose. Beyond the arc. Van Carroll is screen on Lucas. From deep, Rose. Good on the triple. Rose has got 6 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Olajuwon. And no good in the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Memphis leading by 3. We've got Walker. Andre Drummond is out there with Boozer. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Greer in a shooting guard. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. That one falls. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. First free throw is good. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history, and they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Lucas. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker against Parker. Walker is screen on Dumars. Bobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Elijah Wan. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Parker. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Screened by Lucas. 6 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Dumars misses. Utah is shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Greer, covered by Dumars. Walker taking his time here, and Drummond throws it down.
Nice recognition from Walker there. Sizing up the defense and just making the right read.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Leading by 5. Drummond working against Elijah Wan. Just 5 to shoot. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's make some noise. Coming out from the floor, the Jam Night Squad. Snefl again. On the floor, next right man, here comes the future. Headed your way.
Some changes for Memphis. Brad Daugherty is checked in for Elijah Wan. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Lucas. And Pressey subbed in for Joe Dumars. Now here's Walker. Pass to McGrady. Lets it go with a 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Parker outside. And he lays it straight in. Parker's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Boozer a screen on Parker. Here's Walker. Pressey with the rebound. Poked away, and so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Hill, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. With the step back. Here's Walker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
Here's Hill. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Walker's shot is off.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Hill passes to Dorton. Boozer with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the dunk by Chandler.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Hill deciding where to go with it. Aldridge the pass to Dorton. Chandler with the defensive effort.
When we talk about the importance of protecting the rim, right there, outstanding defense.
There's the triple. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Wallace. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Grizzlies have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Parker against Walker. And nothing is falling for him right now. Utah's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Jazz making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. Parker finds Hill. Wallace inside. Hill's there. Pass to Chandler.
Memphis foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's McGrady. Now Banchero. Aldridge is covering. Banchero, that's good.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Memphis trailing here. Parker outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Jazz.
Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Chandler. Jazz passing it around. Chandler with a screen from McGrady. The shot misses. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Parker outside. Outside Aldridge. Pocket 6. Gordy the screen. And here's Hill for 3. Traps in the tray. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
It's stolen by Hill. Pass to Parker. It's stolen by McGrady. Off target from outside. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wallace kicks to McGrady. A three-pointer, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Once again, everyone, your Utah Jazz record is through.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Nash outside, hits the three-point bomb. Nash has got his first 3 points of the game.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Another miss by Utah. And the Grizzlies with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Dumars, the pass to Lucas. Lays it up off the glass. Lucas has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Van Carroll against Lucas. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Van Carroll's got 7 points.
Oh, good to see that Bancaro has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Latrey. 4 seconds left. Misses at the rim. And we've reached halftime in this one. Grizzlies lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Utah Jazz. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish your tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Joe Dumars displaying his skills.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question, because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. Let's take Jokic, for example. If you play one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Olajuwon is out there with Lucas. Then it's Joe Dumars. Then it's Nash. And it's Hill and at the small forward. Now here's Drummond. 5 points in the game. Here's McGrady. Sinks the triple. McGrady's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Dumars kicks to Hill. Pass to Lucas. Olajuwon with a screen on Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Lucas, that's good.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 22 points a game last season. 7 rebounds and 5 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And stolen by Drummond. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. As your superstar says, it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. VA thanks.
Show what to do. Show what you do. Let's see those dance moves.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. The Grizzlies, 4th.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now, here is McGrady. He has 6. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, physically attacking the rim is something Drummond does well. And the lob pass only makes it easier for him.
Now, here's Nash. 5 points in the game. Olajuwon against Drummond. 5 to shoot. Nash outside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's McGrady. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Hill kicks to Lucas. Over Drummond. Hits the front of the rim and out. Jazz trail by 9. Rose passes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.